Ernie, how are you on this beautiful Taos, New Mexico day?
Oh, Pepper. I'm good, just trying to quietly relax in the shade.
Oh, me too. My owner Cho and I were going to go to the mountains today, but it's far too hot for that.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever moved, Ernie?
Hmm? Yeah, once. I was pretty little, though. I don't really remember it.
Isn't it wonderful? It's like a new adventure. So many new places to sniff around.
Well, I think so.
Well, we just moved into a new home. Cho has been saving up for years and decided she needed a home that expressed both of her heritages. There are so many neat pieces in the home. Some Japanese, some New Mexican with both Spanish and Native American influences. They're great. The master bedroom is my favorite place.
Really? Mine's kitchen. Has always been the kitchen.
Oh no, the bedroom is cozy yet spacious, with thick adobe walls and deep inset windows. Adobe is a material that is traditionally used in Pueblo-style architecture. It is made of a mixture of clay, sand, grasses, and water, and helps to regulate the large temperature differences we experience in the high desert climate.
Wow, how are you the expert on all this?
Because I overheard Cho and her friend, who was the architect, discussing this for months. After about 20 times hearing the same thing, you start to memorize it.
Well, that's neat. I'm not very familiar with Japanese design, though. What are some other ways that this is incorporated into the design?
Well, in Japanese design, it is very important to be connected with nature and to have a very open, asymmetrical layout. This stems from two of the main religions in Japan, Shintoism and Zen Buddhism.
Well, I'm not familiar with religion, but it seems like Pueblo Revival architecture, like the one my family lives in, is also very connected with nature. Our house has a flat roof, thick adobe walls, and inset windows. Like you said, it helps regulate temperature. But our house also has mostly neutral colors with accent colors such as teal, yellow, orange, and red. All in all, it seems like many buildings in New Mexico are perfectly placed within their landscape, cooperating with it rather than trying to surpass it.
That's exactly correct. The same integration and cooperation with the landscape is very prevalent in Japanese design. The materials used throughout the bedroom are mostly neutral in color, with the same accent colors you just mentioned. There are large windows that allow you to wake up with the sun, and the way the furniture is laid out, there is ample room for me to walk around. Ernie, you would have so much room to run around.
Is that supposed to be a reference to my size?
Well, you are a chihuahua. But what I'm trying to explain is how it is very spacious and open, but not boring and symmetrical. There are these giant beams running across the ceiling. Cho and the architect call them vigas. They're traditional in the Southwest and also mimic timber framing beams such as in Japanese design, again incorporating the home into its landscape. It feels like there are three trees bursting through the ceiling. But there's also a courtyard and bathroom attached. Inside the bathroom is this gigantic soaking tub that I can't wait to take a bath in, if Cho lets me. It looks pretty special, and I heard it's reconstructed and was shipped all the way from Japan.
What's a Japanese soaking tub and what makes it so special?
It's a big wooden tub that is traditional to Japanese culture. They have these bathhouses in Japan, basically giant soapy pools where people relax and soak. Cho usually goes to one when she visits her grandparents. Also, the tub is tucked into an exterior corner, so above the tub on two sides are these screens called soji screens.
What are those?
Well, soji screens are another feature of Japanese design, and they are widely used as exterior windows and doors. They're constructed of wood and rice paper, so they're opaque but still let in a lot of diffuse light. Also, they slide open to join the interior with the natural world. But another awesome part of the tub is the tansu steps that lead up to it. You would love them, Ernie. You'd be able to get up there too because of them.
Why don't humans do that to everything? I mean, is it that hard to help a little lady out? Put some stairs up to the kitchen counter?
Yeah, they're so great. They have drawers built in them too. So they're very functional and practical. It is traditional Japanese design to keep a space very uncluttered, so everything she keeps in the bathroom gets neatly placed in the tansu drawers. In the bathroom there are also clay tiles that look like candy flowers on the wall. They're red and yellow and teal and orange, the traditional accent colors in New Mexican design, and bring a feeling of vibrancy and celebration to the space.
That sounds similar to the clay tiles we have in our kitchen as a backsplash. but I just can't get over those little stairs. Those would be perfect for me.
Indeed. Well, wait until you hear the rest. As you move into the bedroom itself, you'll notice there are no more Tansu stairs, but it isn't hard at all to climb up on the furniture, not even for you. This is because all the furniture is low to the ground.
Really? That's a new and interesting concept. Why is that so?
Well, traditionally Japanese furniture has been predominantly low to the floor level. During the culture's development, there were periods of time when chairs were introduced, but never successfully. So much of life is conducted low to the ground, including sleeping. It's the concept of life on the floor.
Life on the floor is pretty much my everyday. That would be helpful if my owners did that too, because it's impossible to get back up on the bed at night if I have to get down. Their bed is so high up that I just sleep in my doggy bed on the floor then.
Some nights when it's too hot, I sleep on the floor as well. Except I don't need a doggy bed because there are these lovely, comfortable things near the bed called tatami mats. In Japanese design, they are traditionally laid out over an entire room, but Cho wanted them arranged as a sort of area rug instead. They are made out of bamboo, but they are very soft and smell wonderful.
That sounds very nice. What else is in the bedroom?
I forgot to mention another cool thing. There's this other sliding door that goes between the bathroom and bedroom, but it's different than the soji screen. It's called a tokonoma. I think its name is so complicated because it's so intricate and beautiful. It's all hand-painted with delicate, flowing lines and flowers. Not all tokonomas are painted, but they're another element in traditional Japanese design used for interior doors. If I had to describe it in 2 words, it would be mysterious beauty. In my opinion, that pretty much sums up the whole house, actually.
Mysterious beauty. Has a certain ring to it.
I agree. And right next to the tokonoma is one of Cho's personal art pieces. She draws her inspiration from traditional Japanese art, as well as New Mexican aesthetics. For example, lots of Japanese art features very elegant, delicate, flowing lines. Again, with the mysterious beauty concept. But New Mexican art can be very geometric and non-representational. She combined the two to make this piece, which is a representational ink painting on rice paper of a tiger, using thick geometric lines.
Wow, that's very intricate and well thought out. Just like her whole house, I guess. I'm familiar with the use of geometric patterns in New Mexican design, and I really like that. New Mexican design is interesting in a lot of ways to me because the influences are both Southwest Native American and Spanish. So it's intriguing that your whole house is technically a mix of Japanese, Native American, and Spanish.
Yes, it is, but it makes sense since Cho is proud of her cultural heritages. I don't know if I could have a favorite thing about the bedroom, but if I could, it might be the fireplace we have, called a kiva fireplace.
Yeah, we have one of those too. Aren't those great? They're also constructed out of adobe as well. Just like the walls, right?
Yeah, that's correct. My favorite thing is after the sun goes down, when Cho lights a nice little fire that warms the entire room. There are a bunch of little alcoves and shelves near the fireplace too, the perfect size for me to curl up, but they're taken up by decorations.
I like decorations, except when they're in my way.
Well, I was bummed at first, but they really do add to the feeling of the space. There are 2 pieces that are very special, which are handmade vases, made from harvested clay by Cho's dad. That's what he does for a living. But both pieces feature strong geometric patterns, as is traditional, and have small accent colors such as orange, teal, yellow, and red.
Wow, your owner's family seems very generous and artsy.
They are. And they all have dogs, too, so I have lots of cousins. They're all over the place, though. Cho's parents are in San Francisco, and her grandparents are still living in Japan, so I only get to see those cousins every once in a while. When guests come over, we spend a lot of time in the courtyard that's accessed by many of the rooms in the house by soji screens, but it's attached to the master bedroom by a glass door so that we can see the courtyard.
We have a courtyard too. It's full of a variety of plants that don't need much water, like succulents, sage, and cacti. We also have a pool in the middle that helps to drop cool air down into the courtyard, which is then distributed to the rooms which adjoin the courtyard.
Our courtyard is very different, but also employs water to help circulate cool air. The courtyard is probably the most important part to Cho because she sits out there for long periods of time and meditates. The outside of the courtyard is one big walkway that connects all the rooms. In the middle, there's a Zen garden which features gray sand, native and traditional Japanese plantings, as well as a small fountain which really makes the atmosphere very calming.
Well, I must say, I'm a humble dog with a simple life. Never craved much luxury besides human food. But I'm pretty jealous. My owners have to come so that they can see all the cool things that you have and hopefully incorporate them into my house, especially the stairs. I'm going to deliberately climb them and look cute and innocent while they watch. Then they won't be able to resist.
Yeah, we should do that soon. I think our owners have been watching us this entire time, so hopefully we'll get to have a play date soon.
Yeah, and make sure that it's around dinner time. Dinner time is the best time.
Well, I'm getting pretty thirsty, and Cho looks like she's getting my leash already, so I think it's time for me to go. I can't wait to go home. I wish I could take a cool bath in the soaking tub, but I'll be okay with snuggling up on the bed with Cho or the comfy and nice-smelling tatami mats on the floor. Maybe, once the sun goes down, it'll be cool enough for a fire in the Kiva fireplace.
Well, you don't have to rub it in.
Sorry, I'm just so excited. See you later.
Well, it's a little too late now. It's still recording.
Well, I can always and have small accent.
You Wisconsinite.
Oh my god.